So right here is our POS system at Balance Hopper. To start this out in the morning, you just go ahead by tapping this red, white, and green icon right here at the bottom right. And when you pull this up, here comes our entire POS system. However, moving on to the end of the day, we were going to go ahead to Internet Explorer, where we go to onlineconversion.com. It is here that we have all of our conversions for the day's earnings. So as you can see in here, this is where we have all of our cash again for the entire day. Go ahead and close that. But real quick, just to run through a quick example, I already have this inputted, but let's say that we have 50 $1 bills, 10 $5 bills, and then 2 $20 bills. As you can see, those are represented by whole numbers right there for the amount of bills that we have, not their actual monetary value. And then even down here, we have our change. So we have 100 quarters. And then going back into the register down here, we can see that we have all these rolls of quarters, dimes and nickels and pennies. These would actually be represented as 50 pennies, 40 quarters, and 50 dimes for every amount that's in there. And then that would be the online conversion. After actually converting this estimate again, it would be 165. We would go down here to our little slip that is received from the back, and we would put the name, date, and location of the transaction throughout the day, the amount of cash that we made for the day, cash, and the credit amount of money that we did receive from the day. Right up here, whatever does not leave $150 in the drawer, we are going to deposit. So let's say that we have $300 into the register right now. At the end of the night, we would deposit 150 of that, so the register still has $150 in the morning. And then down here, we have all of our cafe items that we have made money on throughout the day, which for all this information, you go right over here to the closeout report. This again will be open when you come into your shift. Right here, this has all the cash payments that we've made for today. So as you can see, we've made $65.44. And then scrolling down, you can see all the different credit cards that have been used here for today. And then at the bottom, there is a total for all credit card purchases throughout today. Now this all would go again back onto our report for the end of the night, and that is it. So right here on the screen we have the POS system and what you will mainly be working with throughout the day. On this tab for emissions, right up here at the top, we have the different types of emissions that we have. We have things that we do sell here. We have socks, face masks, weekday passes, and then different coupons that we may be having for that day. On the next tab, we have all the different food and beverages that we sell here currently. As you can see, we have all of our coffee options, other soft beverages, and then things like chips, Nutella, and cheese. And then the last slide would be gift cards, where right here, you just choose which type you would like, what it is for, and the amount that it would be for. But back to food and drink, say that you would like a coffee for today, press coffee, and then press pay. Then here you would be able to pick whether somebody is paying with card, whether they're paying with cash, and then what amount and how many they are getting.
This is a scheduling system. It's basically everywhere where it says reserve, someone can be put into place to come. You're going to go here and click reserve, and you're going to ask them what number of guests they have. You say they have 10 guests, and you're going to go to add customer. And then after that, you're either going to have to create the customer or just add them in here if they're a previous customer. And then you're going to go over to orders. So then once it's added here, it'll be either put into there or there, depending on whether it's approved or not. Okay, so all the blowers for the inflatables are kept in these blue pans. And then once you open them up, there's the blower. And then there's a simple off switch. And then before you do that, you should probably go through and just make sure there's no kids in there or anything. And then an easy way to check is you can already see the roof starting to cave in. So the air's deflating out of there, and that's it.
Okay, so to turn it back on, you just open the lid back up, and then you press the on switch, and then you should start to hear it go. And also feel as it gets stiffer and stiffer.
Okay, so this is the inventory system that we have here. Basically, we have all the utilities here on the side: toiletries, paper towels, cups, everything you'll need as far as utility things to run the business is here. Going over to the left here, we have everything to do with foods. We have drinks, juice boxes for snacks, and all that stuff. Before it was very messy. Now, since one of the employees had categorize everything, it's nice and neat. Our main problem that we're having with the employees is basically the Excel, where we want to get this on Excel, make it more trackable, and we want to do this nightly. This is our Sandy 512. This is the only strictly used for clothing. This we use on the tabletop mainly, and this is what we use for like mopping. So what we do is we pour a little bit into the container, the mopping container. It's like a nice reasonable amount. Spot it. Right? And then what we do is we grab this, bring it over to the hot water. We turn the hot water on. Fill it up about 75% of the bucket. We're going to simulate that this is full. Bring it back right here. Grab your mopping top. Put it on just like that. Grab your mop and you're good to go.
This is Simple Green. This is what we use for pretty much anything that the customer come in contact with throughout the day. Counters, tables, and anything else. It is a hospital grade material that is mixed half with Simple Green and half with water. So for cleaning something like a table, just 1 or 2 spritzes. Just wipe it down. Make sure you get everything off. And for our chairs, we just do 1 squirt at the top here, and then just up and down on all the chairs. And we do this at the beginning and end of the day as well.
Use lemon slice, just slip on the slide to prevent burns.
You don't want to take it. The whole red.
In order to spread it across the slide, we sit on it and then hold it and then go down. Okay, so we use Microban on all the spots where a lot of touching happens, like these red things, and then where they get in. And then we just spray a little on the rag, and then we just coat the spots.